Hello, 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 and welcome to our Monday morning 7-minute motivation. I'm really excited about talking about this subject today because last week I found that I think this has been going on for a month. I'm gonna give you some tips today how you can make procrastination work for you this week. Okay, I got that out. So, over the last month, I've been going through some interesting transitions with my business, um, doing launching some new product, trying to figure out which one I'm going to do first, finishing a book. There were so many things that were coming at me, and I'm like, whoa, what's happening? And I found that I ended up procrastinating. And procrastination is truly a sign that something needs some attention. Have you ever had that? So if you're just tuning in, give me a shout out, give me a hey boo hey, let me know where you're tuning in from. Please share this post because this is literally 7 minutes that can shift the trajectory of your week. That's what I do for these 7-minute motivations every Monday is come on here to get you to think about something differently so that you can shift the trajectory of your week. Making minor incremental changes in your life can go a long way. And so today I'm talking about how you can make procrastination work for you. Because what happens, usually the vicious cycle of procrastination is you look at your to-do list and then at the end of the day you're like, "Oh shit, I didn't do anything. I did nothing." And then you beat yourself up. And in beating yourself up, then that even causes more of the hiding, more of the procrastination, more of that negative energy to be associated with these things that you have chosen to make a part of your life. So, procrastination, you're looking at this thing. I know there's something you have. I want you to think about that thing that you just have not done and ask, is this really something that I should be doing? Is it? Because I had to ask myself that question. I've been going on making these adjustments for the last month. And last week, I have this way of doing work that has been very efficient for me over the years. And what it is I create my 22. For those who know in the Love CEO Academy, they know what my 22 is. I have a goal and I create what's going to be the steps that get me to that goal. And then one of the things that I do, this step right here was the step that was like keeping me totally shackled is I would put them in my calendar, meaning my day to day. So it's like 10 o'clock, I'm doing this, 11:30, I'm doing that. 1 o'clock, I'm doing this. And I had it in my calendar, and that is a very efficient way of working. However, I found that looking at that calendar was giving me anxiety. And I would look up at the end of the day and have nothing done. I would have nothing done. And so for a couple of weeks, I fought that because what the gurus have said, what my coaches have said, what I have taught over the years of do this, put it in your calendar, make sure if it's not in your calendar, it doesn't exist. And 9 times out of 10, that is very true. How many of you have heard that? If it's not in your calendar, it doesn't exist. However, if there's something that needs to get done and you are bumping your head and up against the wall trying to make it happen and you're sitting there wondering what's going on, I'm procrastinating, this isn't working for me, you have to make a choice to do it differently because your objective is to get it done. So first, look at these things that you have chosen for yourself. Procrastination is that sign. It can work for you. Look at those things that you have chosen for yourself. Look at those goals and ask, are these things that I really want to be doing? Is this something that I really feel like should be happening? And I looked at all of these things and asked that question. There were a couple of things that got pulled off the plate. It's just not going to happen. But then this is what I did. I know the other things that are still there for me to complete are a priority. And if they're a priority and you're trying to fit it into this mold of how you've done life before, that might not be how you need to be doing life in this moment. I'm not saying I'm not going to go back to having my calendar scheduled. That is a beautiful CEO schedule. But right now, I have things that need to happen, and I don't have the time to be figuring out why am I not adhering to this calendar schedule. All I need to know is what do I need to do to get the job done? And so I literally went back to my old school way. Like you got to know yourself and really self-awareness, first pillar on love intelligence is I went back to saying, "Yo, this needs to get done today." And that's really what's in my guided journal is what's the one thing that needs to happen today. So I literally cleared my calendar, picked 2 to 3 things because hey, I got a bunch of projects. Pick 2 to 3 things that just have to be done today. It's not on the exact time on my calendar, but it gets done. It has given me freedom. So in this moment right now in my life, I just know these things have to happen today. Now, yes, I had to call my accountability partners, my mastermind the other day, and I'm like, yo, it's the end of the day. I haven't even done this stuff. What's going on? Reach out to your crew, tell them what's going on. But just know if there's something you're not doing, it's a sign. It may not simply be it's just procrastination. It's a sign for you to investigate, for you to look and decide, are these things I should be doing? One, and maybe I might need to be doing it a little differently. That elicits action, that gives you that inspired action. So that's what I want you to do this week. I want you to look at that thing that you just have not done or those things that you have not done. Identify if someone else should be doing them. Identify if maybe you want to be doing them in a different way. I had to go from my scheduled to do's and just say these 3 things at any time today needs to get done. Sometimes I'll sit at my desk and it gets done first thing in the morning. Sometimes I'm like 6 o'clock. Well, damn, guess I'm gonna be, spending another couple of hours just because that's what works for me. So figure out what works for you. Let procrastination work for you this week instead of it running your life. All right, y'all, go out and make it an amazing week. I love you, love you, love you. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.